carbon dioxide exists in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is then converted into photosynthesis through the plants and the trees, which makes everything grow. Then after that is inserted, plant materials are grown and wood pellets are released, which causing it to go up into the air and make rain, which is a continuous cycle for everything around us. An example of this energy cycle is like a bee eating the plant, then a bird eating the bee, then a snake eating the bird, and then an eagle eating the snake.
Big Idea 4 focuses on how biological systems interact and how these systems and their interactions possess complex properties. Now I'm here at the Louisville waterfront to elaborate on this idea. Scientists use the linear and binomial nomenclature to identify organisms based on their relationships to one another. The divisions of classification are from larger to small. List: domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Organisms that share a phylum are most closely related than those sharing only a kingdom, and so on. Commonly, organisms are identified by genus and species. Populations with infinite resources increase exponentially in a J-shaped curve. Usually the environment has carrying capacity, the maximum number of individuals it will support. Factors affecting population size can be density dependent, overcrowding, or density independent. A biome is a climate zone with associated animals, vegetation. An ecosystem comprises of a community of living organisms and its habitats. Different populations of organisms make up the community. Each organism is adapted to a specific niche. Food webs trace energy flows in the community. Different trophic levels consist of primary producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, and decomposers. Materials such as water, nitrogen, carbon, and phosphorus travel through the environment and are recycled by geochemical cycles involving different lives.
That we have on the Ohio River is not one that we should be proud of. During rainstorms, raw sewage is deposited into the Ohio River at many different points. As a result, recreational contact is prohibited in many major cities. Dams have drastically changed the lives of certain species in the Ohio River by causing interruptions to their life cycles. Biotic factors in the Ohio River would be the plants and organisms living in it. Abiotic factors of the Ohio River would be trash, sticks, rocks, feces, and other miscellaneous debris.
Zebra mussel entered the Ohio River in the early 1990s, most likely through barge and boat traffic. Zebra mussels are small, but they grow in dense colonies which can cover any stationary surface, including rocks, boat docks, and boat hulls. They even attach to live native mussels. This can kill the native mussel as it limits their access to food and oxygen. Asian carp refers to several different species, including the bighead and silver carp. These species were introduced into the U.S. in the 1970s as a source of food and as a way to clean aquaculture ponds. Unfortunately, they escaped into local waterways during flooding events and are now moving up the Ohio River. Currently, their presence has been verified as far upstream as Huntington W.V. These invasive species crash the food chain through overconsumption of plankton and algae. These are large fish with an average weight of 30 to 40 pounds and a maximum weight over 100 pounds. They pose a safety hazard to boaters as they become frightened by the sound of motorboats, causing them to jump up out of the water in large numbers. More predation in the Ohio River is something that people should be very concerned about. Risks to human health from body contact is monitored and evaluated by measurements of bacteria levels. Bacteria such as fecal, coliform, and E. coli are used as indicators of fecal contamination, and certain levels have been established to protect human health from gastrointestinal illnesses, which can occur through accidental ingestion of contaminated water during recreational activities. Bacteria conditions in the Ohio River can change rapidly, particularly as a result of rain which flushes bacteria into the Ohio River from such sources as overland runoff and combined sewers. Bacteria levels can rise rapidly as a result of rain and in the larger urban areas generally drop back to normal levels within 48 to 72 hours. Bacteria conditions in the Ohio River during extended dry periods are generally below the criteria, with the exception of certain known areas.
My Big Four idea is evolution, and I'm at the Science Center. And here's an exhibit. On this side, we have what kind of duck is it? It is hold on. I guess it's just a mallard duck. And here are the eggs. It has laid eggs in a nest. A tree right here. And it says right here, to understand the environmental changes happening today, scientists need to know about the past. They find their answers recorded in things that grow over long periods of time, like trees, coral, and ice. So basically, this tree right here, well, as a tree grows, it gets wider and wider, and there's like different rings around the tree, so that's how you know like how old it is. Like each year, there's just like a different ring. Each seed contains the genes to make a new plant. Different types of animals connect in a community that is called an ecosystem. There's a lot of biodiversity, with different plants and animals, and they all connect together and link. All living together. Sea stars are in the same family, but they look different from each other. Male X-rays and mommy X-rays are not really the same. Things look a little different. There's a difference in the facial structure.